I can think. When I started on Wednesday, I said we're going to be treating the topic, if I can think. When life's billows, upon life's billows, you are tempest-tossed. When you are discouraged, thinking all is lost. Count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. We are discussing the word gratitude. And I told you in acronym, G means gratefulness. The R means respectfulness. So when you are grateful for everything that God has done in your life, you are rest assured that you are asking Him to do more even when there is no request. Thanksgiving makes you to receive more from God. And ingratitude that man displays before God is a sign that that man is never appreciative in all the things that God has done. So this month, we are going to spend enough time to talk about what gratitude is. Gratitude is a feeling of appreciation to God for all the things that He has done in your life, for all the things that He is doing in your life, and for all the things that He's going to do in your life. We can't thank God enough. We cannot be grateful to God enough, because the things that God has done in your life, when you start counting them, you discover that you will lost counting. Many a times in your life since you were born to this very day, you would understand that many times that God saved you from the things that would have taken your life. The reason why He saved you is not because you are holy. It's not because you are righteous. It's not because you are too good. It's not because you are too special than the people that lost their lives in the same route that you took that saved you. You didn't die because God kept you alive. You must have to come to the point of telling God every day in your life, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's not enough to tell God thank you for all the good things He has done for you. Let's go to the A, attitude. In the book of Luke, I want to read somewhere in the book of Luke. Let's quickly go there. The book of Luke, chapter 17, from verses 11 and to 19. When you read that portion of the Bible says, and Jesus was moving, passing through a particular village, a particular town in Jerusalem, in Samaria. So while He was going through, there were 10 persons that had issues. There were 10 lepers that had issues, and they needed miracle. They needed to be cleansed from their leper. They needed to be healed from their ailment. They needed to be healed from their illness. And while Jesus was passing, He saw them and He decided to perform miracle in their lives. There was an instant miracle, and these people were healed. They were cleansed from all their troubles, from everything that they went through. And because Jesus told them, go your way, while they were going, they discovered that they were healed. And one of them had a very strong attitude. And the person thought within himself, I was like this before. I couldn't do what I am able to do right now. Can I tell you this? An attitude that recognizes that God has taken you away from where you used to be is a heart that shows appreciation to God. If you do not have strong attitude, you can never appreciate God for the transformation that you have experienced while passing through the vicissitudes of life. Can I tell you, Sama, you are no longer where you used to be. There is a great transformation in your life. And until you develop a strong attitude, you cannot come back to thank God. Thank you. Are you still here? You cannot come to tell God, thank you. When one of the guys knew that something happened in his life, he said, no, I'm not going to go home. I'm not going to start testifying. I'm not going to go anywhere. I have seen a lot of people that you prayed for. They will never call you back as a pastor to say, thank you, pastor, because what you have been praying for, the Lord has done it. I've seen people that I prayed with, that I prayed for. I'm going to be sharing some things with you this morning so that you can know how Jesus felt when the one guy came to meet him. And the guy came to meet Jesus and said, I'm no longer where I used to be. I'm no longer who I used to be. The deformity that was upon me, God has taken it away. I have come to say thank you. Only him came back to Jesus to say thank you. Just one person out of the 10 persons. The 10 people that were cleansed, only one came because he had a positive attitude in recognition of where he got his miracle from. If you don't know where God took you from, you will not know where he's taking you to. It is only an ungrateful person that never think where he or she is coming from. I couldn't afford some good clothes before. I couldn't afford some good shoes before. I couldn't afford some good food before. I used to eat what I see to eat, but now I eat what I want to eat. Do you know why? Because I have received a great miracle from God, and I'm coming back to tell him thank you. I've walked around my house before. I started walking around my living room. I was just thanking God. Thank you for this television. Thank you for these chairs. Thank you for these. Thank you for the food on our table. Thank you because we are able to afford this thing to drink. Thank you for everything. The man came back to Jesus and told Jesus, thank you because I am healed. And Jesus looked at him and said, thou art made whole. Wholesomeness. You know what wholesomeness means? Total. Complete. Complete. So I got to understand, sir, that there are miracles that are incomplete. We are too ungrateful because we don't have attitude. To get to the point of saying, Lord, I double for you. Someone, when we were just starting this place, someone came from United States of America, and I didn't know the man came from United States of America, and he narrated his stories and said there is something he's trusting God for, and it's going to be 2 billion. Said they are having a project in Port Harcourt and they want to execute this project, and it's going to cost them 2 billion. They are trusting God for these funds to be released. And he's an evangelist. He's one person that goes from one nation to another nation. I didn't know because he came without anything that resembles anybody that has anything. He said, Pastor, just pray with me. Then we feast him on prayer for 7 days. I'm Pastor Victor. So we were praying. I was so, you know, there is how somebody will tell you something. The Bible says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross and despised despised the shame. You know what that means? There are some promises that will motivate you to pray. You didn't hear that? I can go extra mile because I heard the word 2 billion. Then we started praying. We were praying after some times. He traveled to United States of America. After a while, he came back and said, Pastor, thank you, because God did it.